Hi everyone, Lolly here. Tonight I'm up kind of late, and I'll admit I had a nap, and that's a little bit why I'm up late, but I started this project earlier today, and it was inspired by a video by Lori Marie Jenkins. She did Building a Village, and I loved making the little houses, and I tried to start out with really bright colors, but I don't normally stay there, so always have to grunge it up a little bit. But all the different sayings came through my head, like, you know, it takes a village, and I always believe that it takes a village to do everything. We can't do everything by ourselves, and sometimes I have to remember that because I get really tired. And then I started to do doors. In her video, she had the little doors that opened, and so then the thought process started while I'm standing here late at night thinking about things. And what I did was the background. You could do the background whatever colors you wanted to. I just had a background in my art book started, and so I'm trying to get all my pages filled in so I can get this book finished. So I just took just regular acrylic paint, just the apple barrel, and I have different kinds. So I put them on there, and then I just scraped them. Telling you, I am still working on it because it is a mess over here. But I just scraped it with a little one of those things you get in the mail, and I scraped the background and the colors until they were pretty much what I wanted to have in the background. And then I have just a magazine that I've had close by, and it's an Altered Books magazine. I got it at the thrift store the other day, and I have just torn it to shreds just about, but it has really neat images. I'm sorry I have a glare. And different ideas on how to alter books, weave pages, things like that. So I have torn pictures out of this. So tonight I didn't have too many things out. I didn't get my stencils out because I was thinking I really should have stenciled the background. But I hadn't done anything in a little while, so I just wanted to get started and not have to look through all the supplies. So this house right here, if you can see it well, just has like a little checkered effect there. The airmail thing is just because I went back just now and I have all this ephemera, and my worst thing is that I hate to use it, so I'll collect it and I never use it. So I thought, well, it's time to just put it down. So this one doesn't have a door that opens, but it has a little cutout here, and it says the door right there. And the roses I just put just to kind of give it the idea that there were flowers growing in the front of the houses. This little house does have a flip up, and it says art. Of course, we all like art. That's why we're all here. And then this little hinge cutout, told you my fingers are still black. This little hinge cutout was from this book, and it was an example of a book she was working on, the author. And so I cut the hinges out, put them here and here and here. So it really just is a magazine that I cut into pieces, and I cut those hinges out, and I thought they worked perfect right there. So under here, there's just a little face. I don't know if you can see it, but there's just this little black and white face that I believe I also cut out of that magazine as well. And of course this one was the art one. So, and then here behind this door, it says open, and that goes with my doors, and I'll tell you that in just a minute. And here's another little hinge, and this one opens up, and it just has a pretty little dragonfly on the inside. This one here has the image of a girl in there, and again, I got those all from the magazine because I did not want to go and collect a bunch of things. I just wanted to sit here at the table and create something. So, and then this one again has an image of the girl. So the other day I did a video about my cardboard cutouts. That I cut out every kind of cardboard and save every kind of board there is, and so that's what I made the houses out of. I didn't make them out of corrugated, except for this one is a really light corrugated, but they're all like cereal boxes that I cut into the shape of the houses and the roofs, and then I covered them with scrapbook paper and magazine paper. And this little roof came out kind of funky, but I said, oh well, I'm just going to leave it just like that. So you can cut your houses out of cardboard. You cover them with paper. I've just been using different kinds of papers that I have. I like this one. I'm going to do something with this one really soon. But so you just cover it with this kind of paper or magazine paper, like I said. Whatever you have, paint them if you want to. Put gesso on them and paint them. But that's what my little houses are all made out of. So this one was 2 little triangles left over, and I glued them side by side and made the roof that way. So for me, what I was thinking, instead of it coming to be a village and that kind of thing, that the doors part, I've been very blessed. Exactly 1 year ago, I got a promotion and I went to work in Austin. I'm in San Antonio, so I went to work in Austin, which means a really long drive every day. You hear me say it all the time if you're on my Facebook. 75 miles one way. So I spend about 4 to 5 hours a day in the car driving to work. And I said, well, I don't know if that promotion was worth it, but the next one will be. And so Friday was my last day in the department I was in. And there I had 2 promotions, and now I have another that I'll start on the 12th. And I've been very, very blessed for all the open doors. And I'm such a chicken about interviewing that I never want to do it. But I have to remind myself that if a door opens and it's right there, then it might just be for me. So I need to pay more attention to that. So that's what this came out to be for me. It's just all those open doors that have been there for me lately, and a lot of life changes now that I'm going to have, probably going to be at this job for a while. So I need to just pay attention to those things and not let fear get me, because fear can get me, because I don't know, single mom and all that for years and years and years, and I can still just freeze at an interview. And so anyway, whatever the open doors are, the open doors for me to do mixed media art, I'm just kind of been learning that over the last year or so. I do, you know, of course, my junk journal. So all of those have been open doors for me, and I've been very, very blessed. And I need to remember that. I need to remember where my blessings come from, and I need to remember that it's me that needs to go through those doors when they open. But be very cautious and make sure it's the right door. So I always leave the pages on the sides really, really messy and grungy, because I like it that way. So I think I'm going to do another one, because the little houses were so fun. And I still might do something with that roof, because it bothers me a little bit, but it's kind of quirky. So again, all I did was take my X-Acto knife and you just cut 3 sides so that the other side just works like a hinge. And I'm probably going to put some white splatters or dots or something on there. But if you want to see a really good one, you can go and check out Lori Marie Jenkins, Lorrie Marie Jenkins. And I love to watch her art. She's a mixed media artist in California. But this is my version of it. And I had a lot of fun doing it. I did it in just today. So like I said, had my nap and got up and finished it. But there's an eye. Just because I think a lot of mixed media projects have an eye in there somewhere, and sometimes it kind of freaks me out, but there's my eye. I got to put one in there. So it looks like there's a little cross inside her eye, and I thought that'd be perfect, because again, I know where my blessings come from. So, but even if it's up to me to do the work. So here's my little project for today. It's all about doors. This is my little plane. I want to put a string right here so it looks like it's one of those flying signs, because I saw one of those, not a flying sign, one of the, you know, the airplanes that pull the signs and stuff. I saw those driving home the other day, and so I thought that I don't see those very often. So, and then there's my open doors, or that away, so to keep moving forward and keep going, and we'll see what the new year, this next year brings for me in my job. Not the new year, but my new position. I start on Wednesday. So there's my doors. I hope you like it. If you have an art book, try it. If you have your little cardboard pieces, go in your pantry and cut up little cardboard boxes and cover your houses and make your own version of the village. So thank you all for watching. Hope you're all doing well, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.